Hello students, in this video we are going to learn some properties of logical operator. Logical operators are those operators which works on the logical statement. Logical statements are those statements which produces the output in the form of true or false. There are three logical operators: not, and, or. Not is unary logical operator, and or are binary logical operator. Unary logical operator means it works on a single operand. Binary logical operator means it works on two or more operands. Let's begin. Let's start with first logical operator, that is not. Not of true is false and not of false is true. In Python programming, or rather in all the programming language, 0, false, none and blank, these are considered as false. So if I write print not of 5, you will get output false, because 5 is considered as a true value. If I write print not of 0, you will get answer true. If I write print not of false, you will get true. Print not of none, again you will get output true. Print not of blank, again you will get output true. Print not of A, B, C, anything, you will get answer false. Means not of true is false and not of false is true. 5 other than 0, any number is considered as true, so not of true is false. 0 is considered as false, so not of false is true. Not of false is true. Not of none is true. Not of blank is true. Not of A is false. So hence we get the conclusion 0, blank, none and false. These values are considered to be as false. Other than this, all the values are considered as true. Now let us talk about second operator, that is AND. AND operator, it is a binary logical operator which works on two or more operand. So if I write print 5 and 6, in AND operator what happens? If first condition is true, then interpreter moves to the second value. If first value is false, then interpreter will not check second value, because in AND both the values should be true. If first value is false, then there is no requirement to be checked to other value. So 5, it is considered as true, so first value is true, that's why interpreter moves to the second value, that's why second value will be the output. If I write print 0 and 6, you will get answer 0, because first condition is false, then interpreter will not move to the second value. In the same way, if I write print 6 and 0, first value is true, that's why interpreter moves to the second value, and hence the second value is the answer. But if I write multiple statement like 5 and 6 and 7, then what will be the output? First interpreter will check the first value. It is true, then it moves to the second value. Again it is true, then it will move to the third value. That's why 7 is the answer. If any of the value is 0, then interpreter will report 0, because all the condition must be true for evaluating the AND condition. In the same way, if I write print 5 and 0 and 7, first condition is true, it moved to the second value is false, then interpreter will not move to the third value, hence 0 will be the answer. In this way it is evaluated. Now let us talk about third operator, that is OR operator. OR is the binary logical operator which works on 2 or more operand. It will return result true if any of the condition is true. That's why if I write print 5 or 6, the output will be 5, because the first condition is true, then the interpreter will not move towards second condition, because first condition is true, hence the statement will be considered as true. That's why it will return 5. If I write print 0 or 6, first condition is false, then interpreter will move to the second condition, because in OR, if any of the condition is true, then the answer will be true. So first condition is false, then interpreter will move towards second condition. That's why it will print 6 as an output. If I write print 5 or 6 or 7, you will get answer 5, because 5, this is considered as true. So when the first statement is true, then it will not evaluate any of the statement, hence it will return the result 5. If I write print 0 or 5 or 7, here you will get answer 5, because first condition is false, then interpreter will move to the second condition is true, then it will return the answer true, hence you will get the answer 5. And if you write print 0 or 7, you will get the output 7, because first condition is false, then interpreter will move to the second condition. Again the second condition is false, then interpreter will move to the third condition, then the third condition is true. That's why you are getting the answer true. So what will happen if we combine these statements together, like print 5 or 6 and 7, then what output you will get? The precedence of AND operator is above than OR operator. The precedence is like this. First it is NOT, then it is and then it is OR. So this is the precedence of operator. If all the operators are combined together, then it evaluates in this format. First it will evaluate the NOT, then AND, then OR. Here I have written 5 or 6 and 7. So first it will evaluate this. So in this it will return the answer 7, because first condition is true. That's why it moves to the second condition. Then the output of the second condition will be here. So it will give the answer 7. Now this statement become 5 or 7. So in this way you will get the answer 5, because here 5 first condition is true. That's why it will not evaluate the second condition. So first 5 will be the answer. If I write here print 0 or 6 and 7, again it will evaluate this, you will get 7 answer. Now the statement become 0 or 7. Again the first condition is false. In the OR operator it will move to the second one. That's why you will get 7 as an answer. In the same way here, if I write print 5 and 0 or 2. So first if it will evaluate this, 5 it is true, and that's why it's moved to the second one. So second one is false, the answer is false. Now the statement become 0 or 2. Here what will happen? First condition is false, or now it will move to the second condition. Second condition is true, that's why you will get the answer 2 over here. In this way you can join the multiple condition over here. Thank you.